Ruben Prieto has found a fun and educational way to occupy her time this summer, especially during the coronavirus lockdown. The 11-year-old Van Nuys youngster came up with the idea to paint small rocks with simple, vibrant iconic designs that represent each of the 50 United States. There was a hole in the family's front lawn after a tree was removed. She eyeballed the hole and thought it would take 50 rocks to fill it, and that number led her young mind to think of the number of states in the United States. She started with her home state of California, a blue rock with an orange-yellowish poppy like the ones in Antelope Valley, even though she's never visited there. Nevada was next on her list because she was familiar with the state and strategically painted a set of dice on a purple background. A pink Idaho rock with, you guessed it, a potato followed, a white Florida rock with the image of an orange, a yellow New York rock with a red apple and green stem, and a black barbecue on a red Texas rock, to name a few. Lauren has a passion about the United States, said her grandmother, Sandi Gilsenan. She wants to visit every state. Lauren, a 6th grader at St. Cyril of Jerusalem School in Encino, started her U.S. rock art this month and has finished 26 states so far. She uses a handy index on the states with notable details, or the internet to discover entertaining facts. She'll pull out her tablet, find her map of the United States, magically move her finger around and tap down until she lands on a state that suits her fancy. If I don't like that state, I'll do it again, she said, knowing that eventually she'll have to do the rejected states at some point. Most of the rocks she uses came from a trip to the beach. She cleans off the sand, primes them with white acrylic paint before applying the background color and finishing them off with a flower, food, or a landmark. Lauren started painting rocks early this year for her grandmother, who came down with COVID-19 and she was unable to see her for weeks. But first she started with a get well card before moving on to rocks with inspirational messages. Her dad likened his daughter to Mexican artist Frida Kahlo. Frida Kahlo painted while convalescing in a time of sickness after her horrific accident, Ruben Prieto said. Lauren saw her grandmother had COVID and was sick and wanted to express her love of her grandma to remind her of their bond and how she felt and to get well soon. The elder Prieto said when his daughter was younger, he designated part of a wall and gave her the freedom to express herself on it. She's reserved, but has that fire to speak and say what's on her mind, he said. She has a passion for others, especially those close to her, as a reminder her thoughts and prayers are with them. Quote.